Hey everybody, how's it going? Yo, I said it was going to be a while until I was going to do another review, but I'm not going to I'm not going to make you guys um, suffer just because I'm having some problems. Um, because you need the Dolby's reviews, and if you don't have the Dolby's reviews, then you don't know what you're really getting into. Because, I'm the only right. Because, no, I'm always right. I'm just kidding with you guys. Um, like I said on my I Can't Take This Anymore video, I was going to review the Crow films. I'm probably only going to, I got the box set with the first three films. There's actually a fourth one, but I never watched it, so I can't give that one a good review. Although I can give a good review is the first one. And when I mean good review, an honest review, like an actual review, because the other two I haven't watched in a while. I gravitate more to the first one than the other two, probably because I like Brandon Lee, and it just doesn't seem right without him in the other ones. And I know the comics one, there was a different Crow each one, but the first one's just much more fun to watch, and the other two are fine, but the only one I can give an honest review was the first one. Anyways, let's continue, shall we? The Crow trilogy, first three Crow movies. And yeah, I don't know why, but they didn't use Brandon Lee for that picture. They used the guy from what's his name? They used Eric Mabuse. I can't pronounce his last name for that picture, even though Brandon Lee is the most popular of all of them. I don't know. You all know that should be Brandon Lee right there, right? You all know that. But that's not what this review is about. It's about the Crow movies. And there's also a TV series called Stairway to Heaven, which I never watched, so if any of you have watched that, let me know how it is, so I can, because I was thinking about checking it out. Now let's talk about the original masterpiece, The Crow. You all know that this is a great film. It stars Brandon Lee, like I said, and he plays Eric Draven. I don't think Draven. I've almost pronounced it right. I can't believe it. Don't you hate it when you do that? You pronounce it almost right, but you misuse one little syllable. Anyways, moving on. And him and his girlfriend are killed Halloween night. It was I think it was the day before Halloween, anyway. And they were both murdered in their apartment. And 1 year later, he comes back from the dead to seek vengeance upon the people, because you see, in the land of the dead, a crow is sent for you, and if the crow is unbearably sad, it comes back, and it brings you back from the dead, and it sets the wrong things right again, so you can do justice to the people who've done you harm. And he pretty much goes all out on these people. Brandon Lee is just spectacular in this plot. I mean, I'm not just saying that because that's one of the reviews. I mean, he does a great job at his part. This is his movie. You have to know this is his movie. This is the movie that made him who he is. I know he played in some other stuff. I think I used to have one of his other films. But if I can find that, I'll do a review on that one. But anyways, we're doing The Crow here. It's just a great film. Just read the reviews. Spectacular. Thrilling, action-packed, a triumph. Brandon Lee is sensational. Or no, you can see that. I'm sorry. The best movie of its kind since the original Batman. I'm not sure if they're talking about Tim Burton's Batman or the Adam West Batman. Anyways, moving on. This has a great plot. I love the movie. I love the acting. I don't want to give anything away, but it's a good movie to watch when you're depressed, because you can. It's a great movie to watch when you're depressed. I was watching this a lot the past few days, and you all know why. Here's a word of advice to you all. When you're depressed or whatever, do not watch happy stuff. It's not going to help you at all. Watch, or listen to depressing music, or to watch depressing movies, because you can then, connect with those characters. Believe it or not, that works. I'm watching The Crow right now, and it always, whenever I'm down, it always helps me through it. The next one is The Crow, City of Angels, starring Vincent Perez. He was also in I Dreamed of Africa, but I never saw that. It just says it on the back. I do not know who he plays, but it's pretty much the same plot as the first one, except this time his son is murdered and so is he, and he actually sees his son die right in front of him. So he is brought back from the dead, and he seeks vengeance upon the people who killed him in the first one. Now this one's pretty good too. It's not as good as the first one. It's nowhere near as good as the first one. The first thing is that the first one's soundtrack was awesome. I love this. I love the music in this. And this one just wasn't as good. It was alright, but not as good. And plus, Brandon Lee just pretty much made that movie what it was. The guy in this did an okay job, but he's just not Brandon Lee. Like I said, it's not a bad movie. It's one of the better sequels I've seen. But if you're gonna watch, don't expect something too great out of it. It's just a fun film. You sit back and watch it. Vincent Perez's character, whatever his name is actually kind of funny when he kills people, but it doesn't hold as good as the original. But it does its job. It is what it is, a sequel and nothing more. And the last one I'm going to review is The Crow Salvation. Now, the plot of this one is a little different from the other two. The main character, who's he play? Alex Corvus, who's played by Eric Malbus. He was charged for murder because his girlfriend was murdered, and everyone thinks he did it. So, he's sentenced to death. And then he's then brought back from the dead from the Crow. And he pretty much, it's the same thing as the other ones. He kills all the people that did him harm and his girlfriend harm. The only difference, there's no one from the original two in this one. You see the first one, I'm not sure if it's the same person who played the little girl in the first Crow, but it's the same character. This one doesn't have that person. This one just has a similar plot. This one has some good fighting. There's some parts where you feel really bad for the character. It's not too bad. It's all right. If you can pick it up, if you can pick it up, I recommend it. If you just want to sit back, relax, and watch a movie. But like I said, like with Crow City of Angels, don't expect the first one because you're never gonna get that. This one was just direct to DVD, I think, or direct to video. When did this come out? It was either a made-for-TV or direct-to deal. Even like one of the reviewers for the DVD cult. Anyway, Kirsten Dunst is in this. She does an alright job. It's a pretty good movie. If you can pick it, like, it's gonna cost you like $10, so it's not too much of a price. But definitely, if you just want to buy one Crow movie, buy the original one, going with Brandon Lee. And if you want to get a good Crow experience, buy the first Crow movie and the graphic novel, because that's really how you get a full Crow experience. Anyways, that's my review of the 3 Crow movies. Like I said, I never saw the 4th one, I never watched the TV series. So, if any of you have watched the TV series, it's called The Crow, Stairway to Heaven. Maybe you'll watch that before. Tell me about it and let me know if it's any good. Alright? Later.